Good morning, whole junior high learning community. Happy Friday, Mr. Knighton here. Let's go ahead and jump right in. As you know, we always want to start with this word to ground ourselves. My humanity is bound up in yours, for we can only be human together. As I always say, our humanity is bound up in one another's, for we can only be human together. Inspiring Heart. Shout out to Mrs. Polo. She is the first staff member here to receive the Inspiring Heart Award twice. She received it last year, I believe, from Mr. Fambro. And now this year she's receiving it from Mrs. Melnick. So, Mrs. Polo, thank you so much for all that you do for our learning community. It is truly an honor to work alongside of you. Just your gift in all that you do is just tremendous. Um, One fun fact about Mrs. Polo, we have just around 700 students here in the building. I kid you not, we can come to Mrs. Polo and we can say, hey, Mrs. Polo, do you know such and such? First name, last name. Or, hey, Mrs. Polo, have you? First name, last name. She knows and she acknowledges every single student here in the building. And that is just a small piece of what she does, but a major piece in what makes this place what it is. So thank you, Mrs. Polo, for all that you do. Again, Mrs. Melnick, thank you for passing on the Inspiring Heart Award, and thank you for all that you do. And we're excited to see who Mrs. Polo nominates next. Alrighty, faces around the junior high. We had a lot of fun last week, y'all, from the tattoo day to our 6-7 day. I think some students found a way to make their own. I just realized there are two pictures of the same people. Gotta love it. We had some fun last week, though, y'all. I think some of the students found a way to make their own little spirit week because there was a lot of twinning going on one day. And then, again, we had our 6-7 day and the tattoo day. I just can't say enough. But it did take a while for me to get those tattoos off, literally days to get those tattoos scrubbed off. But yeah, just, here on the bottom, I got a kick out of seeing these two young ones in the cafeteria the other day. They literally took 2 cookies and bought an ice cream sandwich and made their own ice cream cookie sandwich, and I thought that was just genius. And then, speaking about food, we can't say enough for Mr. Brad Case, who is a former principal here at the junior high school, who is now with Farm Bureau, and we received a grant for $2,000 that we are going to continue to support in giving back to our students and giving back to our families when we are made aware of a need or whenever there is something that we can do here in the building to help put some food in our students' bellies as well as a smile on their face. So just can't say enough for the community, our students and faces here in the building and our community members and their faces outside of the building. Just thank you for all that you do. Speaking of all that you do, our Parent Advisory Committee, it's coming up on Wednesday, November 12th, here at the building from 5 to 6. Again, it's an open invitation to anybody that is interested in coming out and talking about business here in the building or talking about community wonderings. If you have any solutions or if you have any ideas or if you're looking to support our staff, our Parent Advisory Committee is just a great way to get involved, not only with what we've got going on here in the building, but obviously with one another too. So please come out Wednesday, November 12th from 5 to 6. Looking forward to seeing you here. We are running a Thanksgiving food drive from, we're past November 3rd now, but between November 3rd and November 21st, we're running a food drive. So if you have any of these items that you're interested in donating, please feel free to bring them on up here. We have a drop box here in our attendance office. You can send them with your student, or again, feel free to bring them up. We'll say hello, say hi, and just thank you for all that you do for our community. We have next week A, B, and C schedules. November 12th will be an early release. Again, next week, our A, B, and C schedules. Clubs and activities, and from this page right here, you have access to everything that we have going on for clubs and activities. But again, our variety show, we're getting ready to kick that off soon, and we have our auditions coming up on Tuesday, November 18th and Thursday, November 20th. So if you have any talents that you want to showcase with our building, please, or I'm sorry, if your student has any talents that they're looking to showcase with the building, please encourage them to come out to those auditions. We do have gaming club as well. Gaming club is on Friday, so when you're seeing this, you're going to obviously know about gaming club probably, hopefully, send your students. And then we have improv workshop as well that will continue into next week. That's been really cool this week having that going on. So a lot of fun things going on. Again, if you want more information about clubs and activities, please feel free to always check out this page right here. And lastly, our word of the week, make this a little bit smaller. Our prime purpose in this life is to help others, and if you can't help them, at least don't hurt them. That's from Dalai Lama. Our prime purpose in this life is to help others, and if you can't help them, at least don't hurt them. I can't say enough about that. I mean, I think back to the old saying that we were taught when we were very young people: if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say nothing at all. I keep an album here in the office from Lauryn Hill, The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, and there's a song that I love, and one of her lyrics says, "It could all be so simple, but you'd rather make it hard." We make things drastically, significantly harder than it needs to be. So going back to that old principle that we learned when we were young kids, if you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. And like my girl Lauryn Hill said, it could all be so simple, but we'd rather make it hard. Let's not hurt one another. Again, our purpose in life is to help one another, and if we can't, help them, then don't hurt them. It's quite simple, but it is quite difficult. But just continue to lead and live by the heart. Think about the impact that we have on one another. And I just can't say enough high praise to all that we have here in the building, from our students to our staff. But I know this is only made possible by way of all that you bring to us as a community. So thank you so much for all that you do. Have an amazing weekend, and we'll see everybody next week. Much love.